All right, I just finished a day of filming. It's why I'm sweaty and why I look pretty gross, but I want to show you what's not gross, which is the view that I have pretty much every day that we are filming here in Italy. Look across. This is the city of Matera. It is thousands of years old, and they have maintained that look, and it's now a big tourist attraction. It's also where they film multiple crucifixion sequences, in fact, one that I'll tell you about in just a moment. Now, this view that I have every day is pretty extraordinary. On day one, we actually filmed across this canyon, across this valley. So some of those streets that you're looking at, that's where we were walking Jesus and the processional. Now in Utah, we were taking him through the streets. People are mocking, people are spitting, Jesus is being whipped as he's dragged through the streets. And then we transition into the outside of the Jerusalem city, and that means we're essentially the outside. By the way, the bugs at the end of the day here are crazy, so you'll see me doing this a lot. So it's authentic. So that's where we then transition out into Jesus being led through the streets out here. Now, Chris, our faithful photographer, is going to be backing up, and I'm going to then reveal to you what we are doing on this very spot. This is acting as Golgotha. This is the place of the skull. This is where Jesus and the thieves are being crucified. And you'll see Chris backing up and backing up. You all right, buddy? You all right? You all right, buddy? He's good, he's good. And you can see the three crosses that we have been using, okay? So this is Gestas, the thief on Jesus' left. We have the cross in the middle. The reason that there are two ladders up is because today we filmed the sequence where Jesus was removed from the cross. So I'm not going to say much more about that, but that's what those two ladders are for. And we see Gestas, this thief. The farthest cross on the left is where we have Dismas. And so those are the thieves that were also lowered from the cross today. Jesus was lowered from his cross today. And so these last week and a half, most of the time has been spent in this very spot. So you'll see some of the tools, you see remnants of the blood. This is why, as I think you can imagine, why it's been so challenging, is not only is it logistically challenging to get to this essentially this out of the middle of nowhere hill, but there's a language barrier with the Italian crew, and so we have translators, but everything is much slower because there's a lot of communication that has to take place that is challenging. We've got a lot of, lowering bodies from a cross is very challenging and is almost like a stunt, and that requires long periods of time where we're setting up. We've got makeup that gets reset every shot because of blood and all of those things. So you can imagine the challenges, and then there's the heat, and the sun is very direct here in Italy. And so most of the time we are just trying to get through the day with tons and tons and tons of footage that we're trying to get, all under very challenging conditions. So please continue to pray for us, because you can also see that in addition to the challenges of logistics, it's the emotional weight of all of this. For some of you, including myself, when you first see the cross for the first time, when you see blood on the cross for the first time, when you see a crown of thorns coming on the head for the first time, it is extremely weighty and extremely emotionally challenging. Now, as you're watching this live stream right now, we are in week 3, filming at night. So I'm speaking to you before the live stream, but the week that you are watching this live stream now, all of the shoots are taking place at night because darkness came over the land in the middle of the day, which adds an extreme amount of challenge for us. So all the things that I'm describing that we're doing here, Jesus on the cross, Jesus suffering, are all going to be taking place at night, which adds tons of hours of setup time with all the lights and all of that. So just lots of challenges. I wish I could tell you this is so fun because we have this great opportunity. It's not fun. It's very, very difficult. That said, it is extraordinarily beautiful, and it is the opportunity of a lifetime to portray something this significant, the greatest act of love in the history of the world, right here in Italy. I'm going to show you one last thing. Ong, see if you can come around this way. If you see those three off in the distance, those posts, that's where they filmed the crucifixion in the Passion of the Christ. We're actually on a different spot, a spot we prefer. So that was one movie, this is another one. But this is a very special place, a lot of history, and I hope you can appreciate what we're trying to accomplish for you here in Italy.